Howdy folks, today we're going to talk about this Field Tuff chain drag or chain harrow, drag harrow, whatever you want to call it. I used it a little bit, so I've tested it out, I bounced it around, I've dragged it through gravel and dirt and gave it a workout. The last thing I did with it, and I haven't cleaned it up, is I dragged my driveway with it because I've been doing work on the driveway. But anyway, I'm going to tell you a little bit about this coming up. Alrighty folks, let's do a review on this drag. This is a Field Tuff chain drag, drag harrow, ATV drag. I happen to use it behind a garden tractor. But I'm going to give you an honest review here. I've used it a little bit. I found some faults with it. I found some great things about it. I'm going to give it 3 out of 5 stars. The positives are, it's not incredibly heavy and it comes apart into 3 sections. Back section, front section, and then the bar with the chain for attaching it to whatever you're pulling it with. They go together easy with hooks. It's easy to store. I happen to have some screws in the wall that I hang each section from, so it's out of the way, it's not on the floor, it's not sitting outside where I'm going to run it over with a mower. Another positive with it is it seems to be built fairly heavy. It's not going to just get beat up, getting dragged around like some of the cheaper ones on the market. And here's part of the negatives. It's fairly heavy for what it is. It's made out of 5/8 round stock that's been bent and looped and everything else. But it is not heavy enough to work compacted soil or hard soil. It has to be loose soil like sand, or if you're going to use it in gravel, you have to work it up first. Otherwise you're going to be dragging all day long trying to break it up. Another negative here is the hooks that go together. It's hook and loop up here, but it's hook and hook back here. The hook and hook, they come apart when they bounce around. So the back section does fall off occasionally and you got to rehook it up, or it comes loose on one side. You just got to hook it back up. So my fix for that, for the manufacturer, is to go to a hook and loop. Put the loop on the front section, hook on the back section. My fix that I'm going to do is I'm just going to bend them down into a loop. I'm going to show you that coming up, and then we're going to get some footage of me dragging the driveway with it. It does actually work pretty good when it's not falling apart and when the soil is loose, which you will see because I put fresh gravel down on my driveway yesterday. Alrighty folks, so here's the deal with these hooks that I was just talking about. There's a hook here, you can't see it too well, but it's a hook. Then you have this hook here. And to join the sections, you just hook these hooks all the way along. And that's supposed to hold it together when you're dragging it. Now, albeit when you got force pulling on the back, it's it kind of works, but when you start bouncing, they come apart. So my solution to this is, when I get time, is I'm going to squash all these on the front harrow together so they're a loop. So then the hook goes into a loop. And I think that'll make a big difference, because up front it's a hook that goes into a loop and those don't come apart. this is my review of the FIELD TUFF chain harrow, or chain drag, or however you want to call it from wherever you're from. It's a drag harrow or chain drag for me here. It's 3 out of 5 stars is what it ends up being for me. It doesn't work perfect, but it works good. There's a few faults like the hooks that could be fixed. I can fix them myself to keep using this one. But otherwise, it's a pretty good drag. As you've seen, it does drag pretty good out in the driveway. And that's wet gravel, class 5. Did alright. The compacted stuff where I drove my truck, it wasn't so great. Took a while to work that, but it eventually got it. So anyways, I would recommend this to a friend. Thanks for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. And if you have a product that you'd like to see me review, let me know. Or if you manufacture that product and you'd like me to review it, let me know.